Hello. Do you want to be a queen or a knight on the chessboard? Today's session is about whether you want to be a queen or a knight on the chessboard. So most of us know generally about chess, or we specifically play, that the queen is the most powerful player. She can move up and down, she can move left and right, she can move on the diagonals. She's amazing in all her moves. The knight, on the other hand, has this funny capital L-shaped way that he or she can move by 2 and then by 3. So a little bit of a jumpity, jiggity way around the chessboard. But what I'm here to tell you is most of the time you may want to be a queen on the chessboard, but sometimes you want to be a knight. So this is something that actually does come up in chess. There are really funny situations where your pawn moves to the end rank and you can get promoted. And when you promote your pawn, you have a choice. You can promote to queen, to rook, super powerful, horizontal and up and down and across. You can promote to bishop, every diagonal of that color. And you can promote to knight. So knight's kind of a weird piece to promote to. But sometimes, if you are in that situation, promoting to a knight can lead to a checkmate right there and then, whereas promoting to a queen may not. Why is this relevant for you and for your life? A lot of us are saying in these days that we are overwhelmed. We have oodles of to-do lists. I was talking with a group of friends and I was saying there are just a few too many things on my to-do list, and people held up their own. It's just sheets and sheets. We have a lot that we're doing. And usually the way that we tackle things like this is we say, let's prioritize. Great, very usual, very typical. We probably say this every day. We have a lot of things to do, let's prioritize. Super, that is one method for making this work. Another method for making this work is when you are overwhelmed and you have a lot of things you're doing, another way of making this work is deciding, am I going to be a queen at this point, or am I going to be a knight? Am I going to want to try to handle everything, or am I going to pick off pieces strategically and purposefully? I'll give you a very realistic example. One of my professors during my MBA program at Stanford was Jeff Pfeffer, superb professor, amazing, the author of many, many books, including lots of great content on power. And his class was called Paths to Power. And Jeff Pfeffer tells this one story of, I believe it was a student of his from the past, an MBA student, very top-notch, very accomplished person. And this person went to a very top-notch, accomplished company. And the person, Jeff's former student, said in confidence to one of the leadership people at the company, because they already had a great opinion of him, they knew he could do this, that, and that. And the student said, I'm not as great at spreadsheets. I'm really good at the strategic part, at going out to the client, at all of these things, just not as great at spreadsheets. Happy to do it. I can do it all the time, but just want to let you know, not as great at spreadsheets. And what do you think happened? I'd love to know, what do you think happened? So somebody admits to you, I'm not so great at this one thing. What's going to happen? A few things could happen. One is people could start to have a lower level of understanding beliefs about that person's competence. But that did not happen. In fact, that person started getting more of the sweet stuff, the fun stuff, the strategic, the talking to clients, that kind of thing. And the spreadsheets kept getting delegated, kept being given to somebody else. So there was a huge benefit. Jeff Pfeffer's main point about this is sometimes when you have weaknesses, highlight those. Try to put them on the table. Try to get somebody else to do them or have them handled in a different way. So in that situation, this person was not saying he's a queen on the chessboard. He was not saying, I'm going to handle everything. He was saying, hey, I can do that too, but really, I'm an amazing knight. I can do strategic. I can do this. I love that example. And to me, it really comes back to role. What role do you want to play? I'll give you my own personal example. I've had this for about 2, maybe 3 weeks of my life that I thought were incredible. There was a time when I've had deadlines for writing, for getting some writing out, big writing to turn into books. And when I do that, I book most of the morning and part of the afternoon, just completely no distractions, not even a short meeting, not a short phone call. I turn my phone off. I have either set it to silent mode or to airplane mode, even at home. No email looking. Those are amazing. And it's when I'm not a jack of all trades. I'm not the Senia that runs Silicon Valley Change and is volunteering over here and does this and that. But it's really, I'm so unidimensional. I am only a knight. I'm only that. That's what I invite you to consider. When is it better for you to be a jack of all trades? And when is it better for you to take on a role that opens up some doors for you? I want to make one big caveat as we're describing this, which is that this is not about playing it safe. So for example, you may be amazing at some night skills. It might be a great part of your job. You may be amazing at it. But my message to you is don't only choose those night skills because they're easy. But my message is rather look at everything you need to do and figure out what role do you want to play this week, this month, maybe even just this day. But if you focus on that role, it might be a different way to get at the message of, I have too many things and I've tried prioritizing and that's all well and good, but what else can I try? You can try taking on a different role. Thank you for joining us. It's been delightful to be with you and to talk about, do you want to be a queen or a knight? I think I've talked to you about all of the aspects of this. If you have any questions or if you have an example or where you want to be a knight, tell me, share with me where you want to limit the role that you have or narrow or be really streamlined about the role that you have. Would love to hear it. And as you're thinking about those things, I'm going to give you an example about everything that we all deal with, which is healthy living, whether it's doing sports or eating healthily. And if we try to take on everything all at once and we try to say, all right, I'm doing it, I'm going to handle everything, it can be too much and we can just fall off. But if we're going to say, I'm just going to have this huge jug of water at my table and I'm going to drink it at my desk and I'm going to drink it all day long. I'm just going to make sure that half of my plate is all greens. I'm just going to make sure that all of my exercise clothes are organized the night before. And before I even get into the shower, I'm going to do my 8-minute workout. So something really, really specific. When you've got such narrowing of your own role and your own awareness of the situation, how am I eating? How am I exercising? That could lead to down the road consistent results. So I invite you to play with being the knight. Have fun with it. Great to see you. We are here